Rumors about the iPhone 17 say that the next iPhone battery might be stronger and smaller. Speculation about increased battery life and charging might offer a power boost to the speculated iPhone Air. This autumn, we should hear a formal announcement about the next version of the iPhone. Now that the Worldwide Developers Conference is over, we can't wait to hear about the iPhone 17. There are a lot of reports going around concerning the upcoming iPhone's design and features. Battery life is a major topic of conversation when a new smartphone comes out, and the latest iPhone is no exception. There are rumors of an iPhone 17 Air with a smaller design, which makes many wonder whether a thinner iPhone would have to give up battery life. No matter what kind of model it is, battery life is a problem for everyone. You can't utilize your new equipment if the battery dies too quickly and doesn't last more than a few hours. We've combed through all the speculations and leaks when it comes to the battery for the iPhone 17. Let's take it apart. Current iPhones have a lithium-ion battery, which is less flexible and not very suited to being utilized in a thinner device, like the rumored iPhone 17 Air. So, if they were to downsize the lithium-ion battery to suit a skinnier frame, it would likely have less capacity. However, Apple may be adding a silicon-anode battery to the upcoming smaller iPhone, according to Apple Insider. Compared with graphite-based anodes, popular in lithium-ion batteries, silicon anodes can contain more lithium ions, enabling them to store more energy. In principle, it would imply a more compact silicon anode battery wouldn't compromise power. The iPhone may potentially charge quicker than earlier models as a consequence. As for the speculated iPhone 17 Pro Max, it's believed to feature a slightly bigger battery than the iPhone 16 Max Pro. The AI-powered battery management. The upcoming iPhones and the existing devices, once iOS 26 goes out, will feature AI-powered adaptive battery energy management beginning this autumn, we learned at Worldwide Developers Conference. Part of Apple Intelligence, the business will leverage AI to monitor how you use your iPhone and alter performance and energy consumption settings appropriately, seeking to improve the phone's battery life. Think of adaptive power as the first step in extending your iPhone's battery life, and low power mode as the last stage of doing the same. Another piece of new hardware that'll certainly affect battery efficiency is the speculated A19 processor chip. The iPhone 17 base and Air will likely have the A18 processor, which is the same chip as the iPhone 16 utilizes. However, according to Apple analyst Jeff Pu, the rumored iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max are set to include the A19 chip, which would likely come equipped with better optimization, which in turn could impact how long the battery will last on the rumored iPhone and how efficiently it will run. The iPhone 17 Pro might be in for a huge design update, at least when it comes to the rear of the phone. On the iPhone 16 Pro, the back cameras are placed in a square camera array in the left upper corner of the phone. However, leaked CAD schematics have shown that Apple is extending that array over the length of the iPhone 17 Pro. The lenses would still be positioned in a triangle configuration in the left corner, but additional sensors would emerge on the other end of the phone. The planned appearance is similar to what Google provides with the horizontal camera bar on its Pixel 9 flagships, albeit renderings indicate a bigger camera bar on Apple's phone. Leaked covers for the iPhone 17 Pro reveal a notch for the extended camera array, and fresh case leaks have revealed that case manufacturers are working on bespoke camera covers that take use of the larger space between the lenses and the sensors in the redesigned camera array. This software will almost probably emerge on the iPhone 17 Pro when the phone comes, and it brings a new liquid glass design that draws its inspirations from Apple's Vision OS software. In addition to the new appearance, there are the normal round of upgrades to existing applications, along with the launch of a new Games app that gathers all your mobile gaming activities in one location. Apple Intelligence features aren't generating the amount of excitement they had a year ago, but Apple is adding to the range of AI capabilities on its phones. You'll receive live translation capabilities for phone conversations, FaceTime sessions, and text messaging, and Apple is introducing call screening features as well. Visual Intelligence will soon be able to search up information that's taken on your iPhone screen too. A likely release date for the iPhone 17 Pro is simple to forecast, considering Apple's track record with its yearly flagship rollouts. Apple traditionally reveals its new phones in September, usually in the first part of the month. It's doubtful that the introduction of the iPhone 17 models, including the Pro, will be any different. pricing is much difficult to anticipate, and not only because we are several months away from a probable iPhone 17 Pro introduction. The Trump administration is aiming to slap tariffs on other nations, with a special emphasis on China, where a lot of iPhone components are sourced and a lot of phone assembly takes place. The status of tariffs remain up in the air, so it's hard to estimate what influence they could have on phone pricing this autumn. With President Donald Trump expressly threatening to put a tax on Apple unless it brings phone manufacture to the US, however, it's not looking great. Anyway, the Wall Street Journal believes that Apple is mulling about a price raise on the iPhone 17 models. Even before the tariff chatter appeared, one leaker said the iPhone 17 series will experience its first price bump in a while, but it's unclear whether that leaker meant every model or select phones like the iPhone 17 Pro. Though that report is thinly sourced, it is feasible that the iPhone 17 Pro's pricing might inch higher from the $999 that Apple charges for the iPhone 16 Pro, especially if the firm intends to offer the iPhone 17 Air for less than $1,000. There's plenty of time ahead of the iPhone 17 debut, but that hasn't prevented the rumors from proliferating, and the newest one forecasts a smaller display cutout on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. As per Tipster Digital Chat Station, the forthcoming Pro Max iPhone would have a smaller dynamic island, which will integrate Metallinc's Face ID components that minimize its total footprint. Metallinc's are innovative, ultra-thin optical lenses that employ nanostructures to alter light at a tiny level. They employ arrays of nanostructures like titanium dioxide or silicon and can accurately adjust incoming light's phase, amplitude, and polarization. Thus, Metallinc's may replace the typical lens stacking used in smartphone cameras, yielding to smaller camera modules. The Metallinc's Face ID tech is likely to ultimately find its way to future iPad Pro models and the rumored foldable iPad tablet that's supposed to come next year. This latest rumor contradicts a previous report from respected Apple supply chain analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, which states the whole iPhone 17 series would feature the exact same dynamic island as the current iPhone 16 generation. All of this is unsubstantiated conjecture at this moment, so take all of this information with a few grains of salt. Apple's iPhone 17 range will comprise 4 iPhones, and 2 of them are set to gain all new display sizes. There's the iPhone 17 Air, which we've heard about multiple times, but the ordinary iPhone 17 is also going to feature a different display size. We've heard a little about the revised size previously, but with most speculations centered on the iPhone 17 Air, it's easy to forget. Display researcher Ross Young recently repeated the screen sizes projected for the whole iPhone 17 family, and it serves as a nice reminder of what to expect from Apple's lowest-priced flagship. The iPhone 17 will sport a bigger 6.27-inch display, which will make it the same size as the current iPhone 16 Pro display. With the 16 Pro and Pro Max, Apple offered bigger screens, but the 16 and 16 Plus retained the same size as the 15 and 15 Plus. Apple rounds 6.27 to 6.3 inches and 6.86 to 6.9 inches, so essentially, we're going to receive an iPhone 17 and iPhone 17 Pro that are 6.3 inches and the iPhone 17 Pro Max at 6.9 inches. The iPhone 17 Air sports a new display size that Apple will likely round to 6.6 inches. It will be somewhat smaller than the 6.7-inch display of the iPhone 16 Plus it succeeds. Aside from the larger display size, the iPhone 17 is shaping up to be the iPhone with the fewest modifications in 2025. The iPhone 17 Pro versions and the iPhone 17 Air are believed to sport a new horizontal back camera bar, while the iPhone 17 camera will appear the same as the iPhone 16 camera. There are things to look forward to, however, such as the 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate that's reported to be coming to the full iPhone 17 series, an enhanced 24-megapixel selfie camera, and a speedier A19 CPU. Expect more clarification on iPhone 17 Pro price to surface the closer we get to the autumn. Until Apple officially launches its next phone, speculation about the iPhone 17 is only informed guessing. While most reports originate from intimate information or are leaked from the teams working on these devices, until Apple confirms differently, they remain rumors. So, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates.